Hello, friends. 890 days of war between Russia and Ukraine. A quick update from the war zone. In south, as far as Kherson front is concerned, no significant changes. In Zaporizhia, Russian army made some gains towards northwest and west of Rabotin. No significant changes in Serhiivka direction, where positional battle continues with uses of artillery and UAVs. In east on Marinka front, Russians made gains 300 meters in Kostiantynivka, Parasko-Vivka direction. Krasnohorivka situation is similar as before. Avdiivka front, Russians made many gains. They advanced 200 meters in Vesely in south along the railways, 200 meters in southeast outskirts of Ivanivka. From Timofivka direction, which is already 90% under the Russians, and another 200 meters towards eastern parts of Ivanivka, progressing from progress side. They advanced from Vovchi directions another 300 meters and east of Vovchi, Novoselivka first 200 meters. Overall, Russians have been advancing on Avdiivka front at pretty fast rate compared to rest of the fronts. Toretsk, this also is a front where Russians are advancing 100 meters into New York, 100 meters south of New York, and 200 meters towards Zalizny from north and west both the direction, which is Artemov, and another 200 meters towards Severny. They also advance in Druzhba and in northeast towards Kirov. Bakhmut Chasivyar, in the southern flank of Bakhmut, Russians have succeeded in capturing ruins of Klishivka as per many informations and sources. Russians have also captured Urlovka Balka, tracked and reached on the outskirts of Oktyabritsky neighborhood. Sivers'k sector, Russians advanced 200 meters each towards Vimka from Berestoye, Vesely, and Razdolivka. Northeast, nothing towards Liman, Kremina, or Serebryansky forestry as positional battle continues. In Kupian Svatovo direction, Ukrainians pushed Russians in Serhiivka almost 2 kilometers towards the east. In North Kharkiv directions, that is Slobozansky, Russians' offensive operations in Vovchansk continues. No significant changes either in Vovchansk or Lipsty. Interdiction missions, a wave of drones struck in Kiev, and as far as Ukrainians are concerned, carried out combined strike in Kursk. They also use ATACMS in LPR and in Belgorod. They also hit one Mi-8 helicopter in Donetsk region. Palestine Israel Middle East. In North Gaza, limited clashes continuing. Here, first truck of food arrived in last 4 months. As far as southern Gaza is concerned, IDF continuing shelling. Hezbollah also struck IDF targets in North Israel as well as Golan Heights. There was a relatively big demonstration by the Palestinians against Israelis after assassination of Ismail Haniyeh. The death of Fuad Shukri, Hezbollah's chief of staff, that is number 2 in Hezbollah hierarchy, is confirmed. News from Mali. Wagner PMC struck back against CIA-backed Toretsk group in Mali with UAVs, destroying almost 40 of them. And this was with the aid of Burkina Faso Air Force using Bayraktar UAV. In the meantime, first batch of F-16s have arrived in Ukraine. Do you think the war in Ukraine or in the Middle East is likely to come to end? despite what the war industries want? I don't think so. Like to have your comments on this particular question. Protests, demonstration continuing globally, but in which direction that we are not sure, or even if we're sure, not able to guide in the right direction, and that is our weakness. Weakness of the political parties who claim to look after the working class, the exploited, and the oppressed people. Well, that's nothing to be depressed about. The efforts must continue in the right direction. The turn of the tide is in near future. Thank you, friends.